In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to build one document that will make every AI tool in your business dramatically better, and how to get AI to build most of it for you. This will give you outputs that finally sound like your company and not strangers. And you don't have to take my word on why this matters. Dan Martell teaches something which he calls a master prompt. This is a brain audit that you hand over to AI, so it works like a colleague who has been with you for 5 years. Somebody you can actually delegate to. Alex Hormozy calls it AI hygiene, which is treating your business data and SOPs as a proprietary moat. The things that let you scale. These are different words but the same point. AI is only as effective as the unique business intelligence you feed it. And how you feed this intelligence is through a context document. If you saw my video on using AI as a thinking partner, then you have already seen the proof. In that video, I ran the same task through ChatGPT twice. One with no context and once with just 3 or 4 lines of context. The difference in the output was night and day. If you haven't seen it, it'll be linked somewhere over here. You can go and watch it after this. I want you to sit with that for a second. That was just 3 or 4 extra lines. A tiny piece of context. And it already changed the output by so much. So now imagine if AI had your entire business context. Your style and preferences, your business model and the way you do things, your past job and strategy, the exact language you use in your proposals and your client communication. If 4 lines was able to do that much, how much better the output is going to be if AI has all this context. Now that's what this document is. Here's the simplest way to say it. A prompt with no business context is like talking to a stranger. A prompt with this document loaded is like talking to a teammate. You have the same model, same question, but completely different outputs. Let me hammer on why this matters, because it goes way past one better answer. This document doesn't improve one prompt. It helps every AI conversation your business ever has. Without it, every employee is re-explaining the business from scratch every time they open AI, badly, differently, or not at all. Your output quality depends on who happens to be the best prompter that day. Now with it, you have got one source of truth. You build it once and everyone loads the same page. Everyone gets teammate level answers instead of stranger level answers. It's the difference between asking a temporary who just walked in this morning or talking to a colleague who has worked here for years. Here's the way I want you to remember it. Imagine you hired someone today, sharp and capable, but you skipped the onboarding completely. Day one, you hand them a real problem in your business and you say, go and execute it. That person would be lost, not because they are not smart or capable, but because nobody told them how this place works. AI is the exact same. You have to do onboarding the right way for it to perform in a way that is actually productive. This document is the onboarding. You do it once in writing instead of explaining it 100 times. Real quick, if you want a head start on this, I put together an AI business context document builder kit. It's a blank template and a fully filled example so you can see what good looks like and the exact prompts to build yours. It's free. Link is in the description. Now let's get into how you actually build this thing. So what actually goes into this document? A few things. First, an overview of your business. Second, what you sell. Third, your customers. Fourth, your team. Fifth, your voice. Sixth, your constraints. Now one might ask how long this document should be. I would say that's the wrong question. Here's the thing which people are missing. This document is not for humans to read. It's for AI. And AI doesn't really care if it's 2 pages or 40 pages. So there's no real need to optimize for length. Start with bare bones, a page or 2, answering those 6 things in detail. And then you keep updating it over time. The only goal here is to give AI enough context and in an organized manner so that it performs. And the 6 parts that I told you earlier, those are non-negotiables. And don't get stuck on how to actually write all this stuff. I'll show you exactly how to generate this document in a few minutes, and AI does most of the work. 2 more questions. First, where does this document live? And second, where does it go for work? To answer the first, it lives wherever your team already does the work. It could be Notion, Google Docs, or some internal software. All you need is a link to grab or a PDF file. Don't overthink this, just make it simple. To answer the second, where it goes to work is on top of any AI conversation that you're having in your entire business. You just upload that document or copy that link so that AI has access to it, or you create a project folder inside of ChatGPT or Claude so that this context is always loaded in the background. You set it once and forget it. One thing before we move on how to build it. When do you build it? You build it right now. Before you do any other thing, before you touch any AI tool, you have to build this. This is what everything else is built upon. Alright, so now moving on to the last part. How do you build this? The mistake is opening a blank piece of paper and trying to write it yourself. I have a better strategy. Let AI interview you. Here's how you do it. Open ChatGPT or Claude and give it this. I'll put this prompt in the description as well. Here's the prompt. I'm building an AI business context document, a document that captures everything about my business so AI stops giving me generic answers. I'll give you the sections. Go one section at a time. Ask me questions until you have enough to write that section well, and then move on to the next. The sections are overview of the business, what we sell, who our customers are, our team, who owns what, our voice, and our constraints. Start with the first section and then ask me your questions. Then you answer those questions in plain and simple English, like how you would talk to a manager. Another trick that I use is I use voice notes. I press the dictation button on my keyboard and I just ramble, I babble. I put everything that's in my brain in there and I let AI do the sorting and structuring and everything. Now when the AI is done asking, ask it to draft a document. You read it, you cut what's wrong, and you tighten what you feel is vague. You are the editor here, not the writer. Let AI do the heavy lifting and you do the judgment. Go ahead and build your first version of it. I don't want you to overthink this. And here's a trap you have to avoid. Don't try to perfect it before you start using it. Make a rough draft and start using it. This is a living document which you keep updating, keep correcting as you move forward in your business. A rough document loaded beats a perfect document that you never wrote. Alright, so let's talk about the ROI. You spend a couple of hours once and now your entire team has access to it. And all their outputs are better forever. I'll say this is the best return you will find on spending 2 hours on your business. Now one more thing before I let you go, because this is where it gets really good. The business context document gets AI to understand your company better. But your salesperson, your bookkeeper, all of them do different things inside your business. So the next level is each person builds their own context document. It talks about what they do, how they do it, what their KPIs are, etc. Think of it as a job description, but more than that. Now you stack this whole document on top of the business context document, and AI gets the context for both the company and the person. But remember, this is step 2. Step 1 is still building the business context document. That's the foundation on which everything stands. If you want to build this with help, the document, the team habit of actually using it, and your first real AI workflow on top of it, that's exactly what the sprint program is for. This is a 30-day activation program to make your team AI capable. If you'd like to learn more, link is in the description below. And before I let you go, subscribe to this channel because here is where I teach you how to make your team AI capable and start using AI as a superpower in your business. And next, in this video, I talk about the questions that you should ask before hiring an AI agency. Thank you so much for watching.